I just wanted to bring out about the parasocial relationships that we have with TikTokers, content creators, YouTubers, whatever it is. It's the same way that we had with celebrities, but it's gotten more complicated than it used to. When we used to have paparazzi for celebrity, they would just be followed for the whole time of their lives, and you didn't even expect that a celebrity would be like it was like a form of reality TV somehow for the celebrities, and they would get no time with anyone. Um and it wasn't that you would expect that a celebrity would be hanging out with you or anything. You were just watching everything they do. For at least people who did for paparazzi. At the same time, it has it has changed to a certain degree, but I don't know, think celebrity obsessions has we kind of didn't care as much anymore. Like there's still TMZ, but like at some point it didn't matter as much as it was, and it used to be very regular where you'd be studying a lot of celebrities and all of that. At this point, probably since social media, we started um with having the access of internet friends and all of that. Then it started going from not just celebrities. So it's not just Hollywood, it's like every regular person who can go a little bit. You're still going to get the celebrities from the rich people, the way things are. But you also had random people who could just post stuff and have their own little persona for people to see about that. Ultimately, now you have the parasocial relationship, which is where you have these huge numbers of followers, but like a good half amount of followers would kind of assume that is the person, the creator is their own friend. I will tell you that as far I'm not an expert. I am just pattern recognition that I understand that the reason why people are doing most of that to have parasocial relationships and have assumptions on the persona is their real person self instead of they're literally just doing things to make money. People, because of how social media is so accessible for everyone to use it, they assume that those who have a creator account, oh, that's good boy, that's good boy, oh, I love that, that's doing so good, oh yes, he's scratching on that little board, yes, that's good boy, okay, I give you drugs. So you have all this access to everyone from the internet, and you don't really realize that it's more of a it's another form of capitalism that just fucks up over in a lot of ways. Capitalism requires on a lot of isolation. To have isolation, it means that you don't have as many friends, you don't have as much of people that you care about. So that, because if you had more friends and more people in your community, you would be more pissed about the way capitalism is. You would be like, oh shit, I love this person because I have all these lovely people in my life. I would not accept any of this to happen because I love them so much. But because of capitalism being so isolating, that they it's the same form of when you had it's illegal for people to tell people you're not allowed to share your wage, but it's still a culture in the entire work industry, right? They still want you to not tell things as much as possible. For some reason, it's because capitalism knows that if we accepted all this shit with all these people we love, we would not accept as much bullshit as is. The parasocial relationship, because we're lonely, I love TikTokers. I love the creators. I love to see all the work they have, but I have to know and be convinced and be aware that these people are truly their livelihood. This is a career. This is not something that I want to. I don't even have that. I don't know this person officially. You know the way they speak, sort of, because they could be editing. You know how they like certain things because they made it into their career, but it's not the person. You do not know that full person. The whole society is very lonely because of the isolation of capitalism, that we don't have friends except for school, work, maybe church if you have a church, and family. And that's the only thing you have. You would usually have more access for community itself. So the way things are, we rely most on um we're trying to appease the loneliness of, instead of going to the community, because we've been, propagandized into such a point that you're supposed to be isolated and alone as much as possible. You grow up 18, you hit 18 and you're supposed to leave your family, right? The whole thing has made us, oh shit, I miss people. And then the only thing you care about is finding a marriage instead of finding family, friends, and community. So it makes sense that because of the way capitalism is, that we all of a sudden like to see all of these creators, because you can see it from how close this is, especially for TikTok and all of that, that it feels like you're in the same proximity of this person, even though they're across the country. And it's good and bad. You have this, oh wow, I can see somebody I would never have met. But that's it's it's good, but it's not a replacement. It's, you do not want to replace your connect with community. So if you have a lot of people you like to see, I love seeing in TikTokers, I love seeing the creators and all of that type of stuff. But I want to know, and I always know that these people is their career. They are supposed to be making more money and they're supposed to be having their livelihood. So I would never meet this person because they're not in my city. I want to see the people who are where I'm living with, the community I have. I want to talk to my neighbors. Now I can actually even be chatty with my neighbors. I go to the library so I can see more people there and talk about certain things and all of that. We're at such an isolating point of the capitalism and the dystopian society we have right now that it's impossible to not be lonely. And so it's the same reason why some people are taking AI and all of that for even to have like a girlfriend, whatever. It's a symptom of the isolation of capitalism, and why like you're not going to connect as much to community because you've been propagandized into not having as many friends as you're expecting. So with damn, Carl. Hey, that's boundary. Boundary. Boo. Fucking hell. Stop it. So you will see people as these creators, you will appreciate them, but I want you to know it is not your replacement. These are awesome people. I love to see them, but I want to know that that's not my friend. That's not your friend. I mean, even if you're a mutual, even that's not even the full friendship that you're expecting, because ultimately you do not know them because they're not there. And so it's very cool to have the option to try, and, oh, you can have friends anywhere. Right. But you literally have a place, you have community where you are, that I don't want it to be replaced from the internet. You can have both. You can have both. you still want to understand that you will not know them fully as those type of people. Ultimately, you will still need to go connect with your community because we still should care about the people we live near. So that's that.